Hi everybody, Jill from Thurso Grows here, just doing our usual wee Friday night spot for Go Get Gardening. Thought we'd have a wee look at strawberry runners this week, because now's a good time, if you're thinking about propagating your own strawberry plants, now's a good time to do it. So if my wonderful assistant could just come in a little bit further for me and have a wee look down here. Just generally on this bit round here, you can see I've got a lot of strawberries still to come. So I've had an early crop from a different variety and this is now a later crop, so these are all coming. And I've got a lot of flowers here still and a lot of fruit developing. And what the plant wants to try and do at this point, of course, is to throw out lots and lots of these runners, okay? So that's actually not very good for your fruit right now, so you don't really want the plant concentrating on throwing these runners out. You want the plant to concentrate on the flowers and to finish off your fruit so that you get a better harvest out of it as well. So that's why it can be really quite good to actually get rid of all of these runners at this time of year so that the plant focuses on developing the fruit for you. So if we have a wee look, what is the runners, then this is what they are here. If we can have a wee zoom in here as well. You get a form of stem adaptation which is called adventitious roots, and that's what these wee guys are here. These are the adventitious roots, and then you get this runner forming, which is another stem adaptation as well. And to give them their proper names, this is called a stolon, and it runs across the ground, and at a node will form, just this bit on the stem here is called the node, will form these little roots down into your soil. This one's trying to reach the ground, but it's in a hanging basket, so it's going to have a hard job. But these will go down into the soil. So what you mustn't do right now, because this one's up in the air, you mustn't cut this just now, because the roots haven't had a chance to get down into the soil yet, and you risk losing your little strawberry plant. There are three main ways that you can actually produce your own strawberry plants. One is off the runners here. Another method is off the seeds themselves in the strawberry plant. When you've got the fruit, you can take the seeds off them and replant the seeds. You have to be a little bit careful with that because they don't always breed true, so don't expect them to be the same as the parent plant. And the other way that you can do it, which I can't show you right now because I don't have one, and you've got to have a lot of patience for this, is the actual crown of the plant. So down in amongst the leaves and the fruit there, in amongst the crown of the plant, what you sometimes get is the crown splitting, and then you can just divide the crown, but that can take a long time. So you probably won't have time to wait for that, so these are the easiest ways to do it, really, is off these runners. Okay, so that's the best way to do it. So if you come and have a wee zoom in over here, I want to just show you the way to do it. Now I've been lucky because some of mine have actually rooted already, so if you can just see my glove, I've put the glove on because I thought it might be easier for you to see it. There's the runner coming across the ground, the stolon, to give it its proper name. We've got a little plant here which is already down and rooted, and this is the type of example that you could then take your secateurs, you could then cut that runner, lift your little plant out and put it into a nice kind of mixture of compost with a good bit of sand in it as well, so that it's nice and free draining. You've got the moisture retention that the plant needs in the compost, and you've got the free draining element from the sand. And these can be good, particularly good mixes for young plants that are still developing early on with their roots. So these ones have already done it, so I could just cut them and then pot them up. The other way that you could do it, if you find one that hasn't rooted yet, okay, typical, haven't got one here, here's a wee guy. Yep, so what you could do, the other way to do it, is to lift this wee chappie up. You could then push it down into that soil there in your little pot, okay, and then just pin it. So even something like a little tent peg that you put over the top, just to hold it down, keep it in contact with the soil, you'll start to see these little roots develop, and then once it's done that, and that plant's little happy and firm within the soil, then you can take your secateurs and cut the runner from the mother plant and do it that way. Okay, and these are by far the easiest way to do it. you'll get about 90% chance of success doing it this way. As I say, the seeds aren't always true to form, so that's what you have to watch. So what have we been doing at the gardens this week? Just a bit of maintenance really, been doing a lot of weeding, just keeping an eye on the various different crops and things that are ready. What else? We've got a lot of harvesting to do coming up. We've got some cob oven, that was the other thing. The cob oven has been rebuilt again, so hopefully if it stays a little bit drier this year, it'll get to dry out properly. If you're not doing anything tomorrow, come along and see us tomorrow in the square. We've got another little pop-up stall where we'll be giving away some of the produce from the gardens and from the square as well. So 2 till 4 o'clock, Town Square. See you there. Okay? Have a good weekend. Bye.